So yeah, I'm gonna do this podcast, which might wind up being the chillest, most coolest, not incriminating podcast in the world. Once we can actually get people to pay to come on it, or we can get labels to invoice us to do interviews with artists and shit. Because I think once we can get like 2 or 3 different artists who are linked in with labels, it don't gotta be nobody big. It could even be like, you don't even gotta even be someone like Key Glock. It could be someone like an artist signed to Key Glock. Just have us do an interview with him. Once he as long as this person's been on Vlad or No Jumper and sees the difference between how things are handled, they gonna go back to their label and say, put me on more interviews like that. He was trying to keep me out of jail. He was saying, no, we gonna cut that. I'm not having you, no. I shouldn't have even asked that. For real. Honestly, that might be the sleeper success. I think, like I said, see, like Heroin Town is gonna be like a Stone Sour where it blows up off of this side project success, which if you notice, I'm very discreet about this side project. When it comes out, y'all might not even realize that y'all saw it. Y'all might not even realize that it came out, depending on how I do it. But I want to do this release in a way where it's like, you'll see. But you won't. It might even be to where you might not even know if you saw it or not. And you might get to the point where you'll be like, where's that? Like, what's he doing with that? Not realize you saw it. And I would be very ambiguous about responding to questions about it. And I would tell you had to figure it out from contextual clues. And that I don't know nothing about it. I don't know about it. I don't know nothing. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure though that's not my crack. It's never my crack. It's never my crack. I don't smoke crack. I sell crack. That was the thing too, like, that bitch running, bro. I keep thinking about this bitch running. It looks so hot, boy, for what it was, bro. Like, the bitch wasn't... The only thing that made it look really drug addicty was, like, it's 3:30 in the morning. You could be walking. You have your phone light all the way on. You do a Randy Moss juke move, like a little spin move. Like, and then you keep going. I just couldn't tell the bitch age, because I was like, if she a teenager, could just be weed, man. Could just be weed. If she just started smoking, could just be weed. But I say, if she over the age of 25, especially over the age of 30, and looks maybe approaching 40, but she's 33, crack. I seen the first set of tweakers in Connecticut that I seen since Reed died. Well, I mean, since Reed went out to LA to go cop meth, they killed him. You know what I'm saying? Reed ain't dead, he just went to LA. He just went to LA. Like, Shiesty ain't dead, he just went to Vegas. Yeah, Reed ain't dead, he just went to LA, man. In fact, when I die, I want y'all to tell people I just went to Vegas. I realized that. I think Rowdy Rebels got the right idea. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. That motherfucker, what's his name in the comments, yo? He be sketching me out about fucking wondering how much time I got left, bro. Between the telling me to quit smoking, which I already know, and then on top of that, bro, he be talking about who would be good to play me in a movie. Like, I can't just play myself. Why? I give him a hard time, but nah, for real. Like, I don't dwell on that shit, because, you know what I'm saying, that shit'll drive you crazy. I ain't crazy. Well, I can be crazy, especially if I have a problem with you. But in normal everyday life, I'm not crazy, unless I'm pursuing beef with somebody. That's like the exception. But yeah, no. So I'm gonna do this podcast, John. Right after I start either a podcast or the other way around, I'm going to do the Come As You Are. I'm probably going to do the podcast first because I have the cast for that. It's just a matter of logistics and getting them in one spot and, you know, getting especially the further away ones like Schemes, to understand, listen, I get it's an hour drive, but time's ticking, and like Schemes, you're getting your 40, you're gonna be 40 in like before you know it, bro. I mean, I know it's like 8-9 years away, maybe even less than that. No, I think Schemes is 36 last I seen him. Schemes might be 40 already. Schemes, no, I think he was 33 last I seen him. I know he's between the ages 37 and 40 right now. Maybe like around, give or take a year. But either way, he's at the point now where I know, especially with his business mindset, like, right now is the time. So, like, that's the main thing. Getting him here, assembling some other people to get here too, getting my brother Smiles here. Like, I want to have, like, an equally balanced, like, from different perspectives and different places. Like, have you know, Lan, who lived with me when he was on the run from the task force and shit for, like, damn near a year at my parents' house. Like, we didn't know he was on the run. We didn't know that. I had no idea. Pops and my mom definitely had no idea. I had no idea. He told me when he got locked up, he sent me a letter after the fact. That's how I found out he was on the run. I didn't know at the time. At the time, I don't recall. I don't recall if he was on the run. You know. I gotta cover my ass, because I swear, bro, like, they're not gonna get me over some shit that I said that they just trying to misinterpret. No, we're not doing that. So that's why sometimes I say shit a little redundantly. But y'all know it's only some shit where it's like, I have to cover my ass. So yeah, I want to get it so it Schemes. I want to get like it's going to fluctuate between who's on it every day. But it's always going to be me. I want to have at least one dedicated co-host. Smiles might be that dedicated co-host. But I want to have it be balanced between people who, like, knew me from prison, knew me from out here. Like, it's a damn shame. Like, I gotta get in contact with some people from back out in Detroit and whatnot. Like, see if I can. But that's like the logistics of New Haven alone is fucking hard, bro. So it's like, if I even flew that kite and it landed and someone picked it up, and like, I can't buy a plane ticket for nobody right now. It's a goddamn recession. But I'm gonna do what I can. And I think on accident it's gonna wind up being this thing that's like probably bigger than the Come As You Are thing. Probably in the long run, but not at first. I think eventually it's gonna become the next DJ Vlad or something, though, without the Fed aspect. Like, I want to have all the shit we have now. Just, can we take the Feds out of it? Can we just? I think Geronimo had the right idea, man. What if he just couldn't understand how federal government works because it's stupid? You know what I love about Islam, man? Everything an acronym. You know what Islam stands for? I, self-lord, and master. Yeah. I enslaved myself, homie. I enslaved myself. Nah, not really. That's not how it works. It just sounds like that when you say it. It's I, self-lord, master, I think, because, like, you master of yourself. Like, a lot of people ain't got willpower, self-control, all type of shit. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. After I read the Quran, after I fucking, like, educated myself on some Islam in prison, bro, especially after I had, like, he wasn't my bunkie, but it was, like, the top bunk next to me was Muslim, straight up, like, prayed 5 times a day, all that shit. And, like, on this compound, there wasn't, like, the type of perks you get to, like, being a Muslim on Rikers. Like, there wasn't those type of perks. Like, it wasn't just, like, because this wasn't Rikers. It was, like, just because, like, the type of inmate population we had, the fact that most of Juma was there to distribute drugs. Like, most of the people who went to Juma were going to Juma to meet with somebody and grab something and shave points off. And bring it back to their dorm. It's how it's stretched, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people in the music industry, you know what I'm saying? They got they stretch now. Let me tell you, I need to find Stretch, bro. He would be perfect for this goddamn fucking podcast. Shout out OG Suicide, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see them waking up to that no jumper. Good to see that. To be honest, I really thought it would never happen. I just thought forever everyone was gonna move like Crip Mac and Brick Baby and whatever. I don't hold that against Crip Mac, Brick Baby, or Sharp. You know what I'm saying? They're entitled to do whatever the fuck they want. Personally, I feel like if I went down there spazzing, they'd stay out my way. I feel like they definitely would. I feel like Brick Baby might try to do some dumb shit after. Like after I'm already done, like I already won and shit as I'm like leaving. Or like after I leave, but I don't think it'd be successful. I think he would try to and like just not have the pull for it. I don't know. Like I get the feeling that like his own car doesn't hold him in a very high regard. Like I feel like he holds a rank, like he's done some shit, but like it's almost like how I gained a notoriety is like, okay, I always get the shit. Like I get missions done that you supposed to crash out on, I don't crash out on. But at the same time, I do a whole bunch of extra unnecessary hot boy shit that you don't want me to do because it attracts a lot of fucking attention. This was supposed to be just some quiet ass shit. And this is a residential area where there's a lot of houses next to each other and apartments stacked on top of each other. This is like not the area for loud hot shit. This is not the area for fucking jogging at 3:30 a.m. with a flashlight on, do a spin moves like Randy Moss. I don't know why it looks so hot to me, like, and like I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, you've done so much more hot. Like you've done some shit. Like imagine that, and you're running with a fucking long rifle, like a military style carbine. You just run. It's dark out and shit. It's about maybe a little bit like 1:30 in the morning. Same type of area where it's like some residential shit, but it's not much traffic going on at this time. Shit like, but like I know I've done like a lot of shit that like if people saw it, it looks way hotter than that, but people didn't see it. Or people like saw a whole bunch of other shit but didn't notice it, like because they saw a whole bunch of other shit. But yeah, like it's just a fact of like I think it's the spin move. I'm really sitting here like I've been pondering this for like 40 minutes. Like why did I think that looked so hot boy? Because I'm like in my head I'm like, if she was on a skateboard it wouldn't have looked hot boy at all. If she was walking it wouldn't have looked hot boy at all. I feel like even if she had the flashlight off, for some reason, even though like the flashlight is like giving up your location, and like I would have been like probably a little more sketched out because like when people run down the road at night and they have no flashlight, it's like it's some of the most like adrenaline pumping shit because you just hear footsteps and then out of nowhere someone's like right in the doorway. Like it's to the point like that's why I always have something in arm's reach for down here. I always have like at least 2 or 3 things in arm's reach of various natures. None of which are illegal. None of which are illegal or dangerous in any type of way or any type of thing that goes boom or is going to poke you, stick you, jab you, or kill you. But yeah, so keep your head up for this podcast. Honestly, I think that and the skate park conspiracy, I'm probably do a very mini series on the skate park shit. Paulie is not going to help me with my side project, but I believe he's going to still help me with the skateboard thing. At least with the logistics of it, because he wants my help with learning how to ride vert. And I've never rid vert in my life until this last time we went to this fucking death park in Naugatuck. And let me tell you, I was shocked. I said, every time I try to do this on one of the street parks, like, I just fail trying to drop in. But I'm dropping on this big ass shit, nice as hell. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yo, it's that easy? I remember every time I try to do this shit on like one of them little fucking like, you know, the little ass fucking quarter pipes they have at the fucking street parks. Yeah, I would do that shit and I would, like, I'll get it sometimes, but it's such an awkward motion on that. On this shit, bro, it was like, shoo, it was like glass, bro. Like, it was sick. I felt like a water skier. I don't even water ski. For a long time, because of the way I robbed somebody, people thought I couldn't swim. There was a way I robbed somebody, and it wasn't to rob them, it was to teach them a lesson. They learned the lesson. It was the only person I ever gave their shit back to them. Because I was like, listen, I didn't do this to fucking take this shit. I did this to, like, show you, like, you got all these people around you, bro. You got 30 people around you, and I know at least 20 of them are taking shit. Whenever you leave the room at your house, they're taking shit. So now you got them same 20, 30 people around you. I've never took shit from you in your life. I'm who you call along with your brother when you need shit to get done because someone else took shit. I'm who located someone else when y'all was trying to find them and having trouble finding them. You know what I'm saying? I'm often the one who set the shit in motion before the motion was even in motion. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't set the shit in motion, but I called the play. I called the play. And a lot of times I was running the play. I was wide receiver, and his brother be the quarterback. And we got a couple other motherfuckers be the running back and the tight end. And we have a couple linebackers with it too. Yeah, we be offside some motherfucker in your house. But yeah, fucking that's another point of podcast. Like the first few shits is just gonna be like, I don't want to say like amping up my legend because I hate to be like, I'm humble. But I'd say like validating or vouching, because all these people have seen the shit that I talk about. That's the one thing besides just they know me very well that combines. They've all witnessed me do the craziest of shit. And like miraculously it goes the way I want it to. For real, like it see shit like 4-on-1. All I got is a skateboard because Trell can't fight. Trell takes roids, and he beat up some little white kid who called him the N-word with the ER on it one day at school. You know, but other than that, Trell can't fight. And I still, bro, listen, when your mom is like, when we wipe your cuts, and she take the garden hose and she hose you down and shit, and all that blood you realize is you're not scraped even anywhere, and it took all 4 of them to land the only hit that they landed in the whole exchange, which was it took literally all 4 people to hump you to the ground, not even tackle you. They literally hugged you, like all 4, like group hug, fell on the ground, and then one of them kicked you 3 times in the head and didn't even bust shit. It didn't even kick you hard. And he was wearing steel toes and it didn't even fucking kick you hard. And then they were treated in a fucking busted ass Cadillac. Dumbass Eldorado. Yeah, so like this podcast is gonna start out like that, where it's just like people like vouching for the experiences, vouching for your boy. People who know your boy, vouching for your boy. And I'm gonna try to cue it with the launch of this side project, because I'm trying to launch this side project under different terms that will not be affected by the Navy SEAL hackers that seem to be fascinated with suppressing this account. And also because there's a whole planned, I don't want to say a gimmick. It's not a gimmick. It's rock music, so like gimmicks is okay. It's not a gimmick, but it's gonna be like the trademark. You know what I'm saying? Like the music and who I am as a person, I ain't no gimmicks. But you'll see what I mean by this, and that's why I say it's not really a gimmick. It's more so like, I can't say playing a character even, because it's not. It's just, it's different. You'll see. So yeah, this is a whole 20-something minute video. Just talking shit. I'm smoking on that just barely. She's just gonna live at her daddy's house doing heroin forever on the boat. how you don't have no goals? I'll be doing all this shit just hoping somebody make a Snow White out of context for 10 minutes. I might do that shit to myself, bro. Can you imagine the type of shit you could chop up into a fucking Snow White taken out of context for 10 minutes straight? That might be some breaks the internet shit. Honestly, that would be like good promotion. That's why I would want someone else to do it. Like if I just stumbled on that shit, that would be like, if I hadn't made it yet, that would be how I would be like, I'm about to make it. And then next, Jamari does a video. Jamari ain't even talk about Cyrax. That's how you know, like, you really, like, down bad. Like, you blowing up on the internet and no one wants to acknowledge that you're blowing up on the internet. Like, goddamn, yo, if I looked like Cyrax, if I just looked like Cyrax, forget all the other shit. I don't even like to think about that. I can't kill myself. I'd like to leave that how it is. So I keep that fortune cookie. It said external beauty is like a glass rose. I felt like they were trying to say some subliminal shit about crack and using crack in it, because it says external beauty is like a glass rose. One false move and it can crack. Like, I think it might say like broken glass, broken vase or some shit, or it might just say can crack. I got the shit on the wall in there. I'm gonna show you that shit when I go back in here. But like I said, I'm just doing this for y'all. I'm doing this to get my nose up, feed my family, feed my wife. I don't want to be famous, man. I don't want to be famous, man. I just want the money. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying you gotta sign me for the M's right now. I'm not, listen, I get it. You don't just go to the M's. And like so many rappers who think that are fucking delusional. And if they just didn't listen to their label and how their label wanted them to spend the money on trends that are designed to make people broke. Like, listen, if you live like me, there is no reason you should have anything designer besides maybe a pair of like Versace shades or something. Like something in the under $200 mark. One item. Like you definitely should not just be dripping $5,000 outfit. The fuck is you ripping? You know what I'm saying? If you living like this. This how you living. But yeah, man, we're gonna finish this Snow White Vice City 23. Like I said, it's gonna be the 1, 5, or 7 more tracks on it. Not sure yet. If it's 5 or 7, depending, you might get 3 now and 2 later, or you might get it in 2 parts. You might get it like you got the White Devil Deluxe. You might get it like that. See, I did this shit with this dumbass fucking thing now so that they know this phone. So now I can do longer videos and get a burner as soon as possible. And when I get a burner, I'm not using this except as a camera. This immediately evolves like it's Pokemon from my phone into a camera. For real. But yeah, so that's coming. Come As You Are is coming. That's just going like, I feel like once, that's why I feel like partially like this podcast thing is going to just like accidentally blow up. Like just off like the first few episodes. It's just going to be because the way I have it set up, like I have to have at least one of the first, have like 6 or 7 different people co-hosting it. Like, and I want the set to look like a talk show. So they all have their own little chair. Like their own armchair. Like imagine like the Maury show with the armchairs, but there's like 7. And I'm gonna get one day I'm gonna get a Kevin Samuels hologram. I'm gonna make the Kevin Samuels hologram. Yo. The funniest thing was hearing that motherfucker with the Tupac hologram, the way that they talk about it, they act like he owns Tupac, and they said he was really fucking, he's like Rain Man. Like holograms is his thing. Hey, more power to you, man. More power to you. Shit, maybe he like me where he's just like, I'm here to make holograms. I know what I'm here for. I must make the Tupac hologram. Fuck George Washington. Fuck JFK. Fuck all the other motherfuckers you can bring back to life with fucking hologram. We need the Tupac hologram. Hey, I wonder who's gonna stop being talked about longer after they're dead, right? We have to point out people still talking about JF Kennedy. Shoot him from far away, JF Kennedy. Shoot him in the, what he said, shoot him in the head from far away, JF Kennedy. He said, my uncle got life for selling dope in 63. Barack came in office in 08 and gave him clemency. I remember when that happened, bro. Barack was giving everyone clemency, bro. Barack was lit, bro, because every time he got on TV, something happened. And it was never like, we're going to Iraq. We're going to that. We're going to war. No, we're already at war. I didn't do that. He did. I just, kept it going. And, we got it. Imagine, like, we had already got Osama. Or, like, imagine this. Osama is now Obama. You don't like when you say that. Imagine that, though. And, like, that way, at the very least, imagine, like, we already got Osama. And, like, they just made an agreement where, like, they're like, all right, we won't tell them we got Osama yet, just so, like, the Democrats can be like, that way we each got one of them, We each got one of them, even though Bush was just, like, shooting anything that'll move. Bush had motherfuckers out shoot anything that'll move. What the fuck was that rap somewhere I heard that shit? Where he said, just shoot anything that'll move. I think that shit was a Styles P joint or something. But that shit, D-Block or the Locks, man. That shit hard. There's a lot of rappers like that. That's the type of rapper I've been trying to be lately, where it's like, every now and then they, like, I noticed this though, like, I'm very much like Rio, Young OG, in the sense, like, not the flow or nothing, but it's the sense of, like, I say some hard ass shit, but, like, the way I say it, because it's like it's not the same chill delivery as it is with Rio, but it's a very, like, different, neutral type of tone. And it's like, I say a lot of the shit in the same way that, like, it goes over you, like, you don't hear it if you just got it playing like this in the background. But then you like, go back and you're like, oh, that shit was hard. Like, I still think people be sleeping on some of the shit I said on Volume 2. Like, that shit where I said, turn into the bad man, start robbing jokers. Bring your death closer, just like the chain smokers. If anyone understands how deep that wordplay is, leave it in the comments. I think a lot of people with that one over there, bring your death closer, just like the chain smokers. And now I said, run your ass over, Range Rover. Yeah, just stay tuned, man. I'm gonna just start doing this shit like Unsolved Mysteries. Update! Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries, we're gonna find out who gives a shit about Bigfoot. Update! Apparently, nobody gives a shit, so fuck them. I'm out this bitch, man. This a movie.